Good morning, everyone. It's the Daily Alex short 2-minute videos where I talk about something I've learned, a lesson that I use with students or leaders, or just something I find interesting that I want to share with all of you. Thank you so much for your support. It's really a joy to go back and watch comments on old videos. It's been really awesome having people come up to me and talk about different episodes that they found really interesting, and overall just really, really appreciative. If you want more Daily Alex in your inbox, please like and subscribe to this video. Be sure to keep the notification bell on so you get more and more Daily Alex videos. Anyways, enough of all of that. Let's get into today's video where I want to talk about stress. So recently, Hannah and I listened to an audiobook called Burnout: The Secret to Completing the Stress Cycle. It's by a set of PhD twins, Emily and Amelia Nagoski, and we listened to the book in basically 2 long car rides when we were going to and from the cottage. It was really interesting and really awesome, and it wasn't a book that I would typically listen to, predominantly because I think it's targeted at women, but by no means did I feel like I couldn't relate to a lot of what was being talked about in the book. I just want to talk really quickly about 3 lessons that I kind of learned about stress and something called the stress cycle. So first of all, a lot of us don't spend enough time differentiating stress, i.e. the feeling and kind of the physical or emotional reaction that happens when we engage in something stressful, and the stressor, like the root cause of the stress. And some of us are a little bit too much focused on the stressor and focusing on how to stop the stress from coming back. And not enough of us focus on the actual stress, what to do when we're feeling stressed. And we need to have kind of an approach to both. So understanding what are your stressors versus what is your actual stress response look like is really important to helping to mitigate that and reduce both of those in your life. The second thing is that we have to move beyond self-care. Self-care is not enough to de-stress all the time. We need people around us. We need others. We also need to understand that the society around us isn't really built to help us with our stress or our stressors. The world around us is constantly showing us images of what we should look like and what we should be driving and what we should be doing, and a lot of people who feel more successful than we are in our lives. We really need to do more than just practice our own self-care, but we need to surround ourselves with an environment that practices care, right? So caring for others is a way of self-care as well, and really building a good core group around us that can help motivate us, pump us up, are non-judgmental, who can keep us from the stress of day-to-day life. And the third thing is that burnout can come from so many different places. And this book did a great job highlighting all the different ways that burnout can show up, especially in the life of a woman. Burnout can come from a combination of so many different things, not limited to physical well-being, social well-being, financial well-being, our relationships that we have. So just so many different things impact burnout. But one of the things the book focuses on the most is the stress cycle. And when we get into a period of stress caused by a stressor, one of the things that we don't do very much is complete the stress cycle. So usually something physical, whether it's laughing or talking to a friend or physically exercising, that's usually it for me. But we really need to complete that stress cycle to get the stress out of top of mind and move on to dealing with the stressor, the root cause of our stress. And not enough of us take that time to complete the stress cycle. And so what happens is every day it starts over again and we don't complete it. And then the next day, even if we complete a little bit, we still have the stress cycles from so many other stressors of day-to-day life piling up that we never actually complete the full stress cycle to lower our stress levels. Next time you're starting to feel stressed, remember that it's actually, scientifically proven that it's important to complete the stress cycle, do something physical, do something that will rid you of that stress so that you can help, so that it will better equip you to deal with the stressors that come later. This was kind of a longer video, but I really recommend this book, especially if you want to understand kind of the female perspective around burnout and stress. But certainly I would recommend it for everyone as well. And just how important it is to take a really proactive approach to dealing with stress. I'll put a link in the description to the book below. Definitely recommend Burnout: The Secret to Completing the Stress Cycle. And I hope you have a stress-free rest of your day.